we want to go into methodology because methodology is extremely important. And based on what you have seen so far, I think we're of this methodology of not buying hastily and not using emotions to make a decision without a step-by-step approach, which is why we want to share with you our step-by-step approach in tonight's webinar. The main mindset to have is that we want to enter with the exit in mind. We want to give ourselves a little bit of flexibility, even though we want to hold very long term, we want to pass it on as a legacy property. It is good to have a little bit of like that pre-planning inside, is that, you know, the moment we buy, the property might one day become a product that we might want to sell or we might need to sell. So it's important to select with the end in mind. And with that approach, we have developed our PLB landed moat analysis with three main things for us to make a decision. Of course, there's no foolproof checklist in the world. And all landed homes, there will be pros and cons. There's no perfect property. And it doesn't mean that a landed property that is near to, let's say, the expressway cannot be sold, or maybe a landed property that's beside a substation cannot be sold. There are properties that are transacted at many different junctures with various different factors. And we adopt the methodology that all homes can be sold. It's just whether you can find the right buyer at the right price point with the right kind of terms and condition and calibration as well. So based on these three methodologies, we have developed 21 factors with the objective to increase the buyer audience when we're selling in future, increasing the price acceptability to make sure that, you know, the price quantum we are entering now based on this land size and the type of landed that has been built, will this be easily acceptable in terms of price point in future by my future buyer? And of course, I also want to reduce an unexpected outcome because I don't want to buy something that, you know, I discover later on that there's certain issues with the home. So that's how we came up with these 21 factors. And take note that because landed property, sometimes, although there are different price ranges, all the way from inter-terrace corner, semi-detached homes, the higher the quantum it is, we have to note that the longer time it is to find the next buyer when we want to exit. And also, the higher the quantum it is that your landed home has, the more precise your future buyer is going to be. Because your future buyer, because of the fact that they have the budget for a high quantum landed, they are going to be precise. They are going to be very particular on what kind of home that they are taking over. They will ask questions. They will look at things like how many bedrooms, are there enough bedrooms? How much can they build up to? Is there a lift provision? They will go for very specific requirements. And thus, the landed framework is extremely important.